Hi guys, I'm so glad to be with you. How are you, Sam?
I'm fine. Great to be back
Ah,
again. So, last time
mm-hmm.
we discussed Prometheus, and last time I said, Mia, why don't you select your favorite movie? So, as you may or may not know, but Mia is big Stephen King fan. So, I asked her to pick one of his movies, so movie based on his writing, and
Mm-hmm.
Mia has selected Shawshank Redemption. And I was a bit surprised
Mm-hmm.
by what is so great about that movie. Um, I have seen it once, but I
Oh
completely
yeah,
fail to
just
understand
once.
what's yes, and I completely fail to understand what's all the fuss about. So it's just a criminal who is trying to escape from shithole, running from from place where shit passes. So what is so mind blowing about it? I failed to understand. So what is it that amazes
Okay.
you, Mia?
Oh yeah, and then first I want to introduce the movie is a little different from a book, original book by Stephen King.
So
Yeah.
yes.
So yeah. So you know that the movie was written and directed by Frank Darabont. He
I know
written
now.
also the yeah. So but I like so much the written movie as well. And Shawshank Redemption uh, is from Stephen King's the book titled Four Seasons. Yeah, and the Shawshank Redemption is among the seasons, spring. So, what do you think spring? What means for you, Sam?
Spring means what? Spring is a season. Uh, when I was in school, spring
It's
means
yeah.
semester exams. So I was very scared of spring season, to be very frank. I cannot say there is any positive memory associated with spring. So for
In your
me,
childhood,
yes,
you
yes,
mean?
spring
Yeah.
means
Mm.
exams for which you are not prepared.
Oh, yeah, yeah. But here, Stephen King want to say hope, especially the hope. In the spring, you can wait for flower, and melting ice and like that. Yeah, and the air is also so soft and gentle, right? So he want to say about the hope. So, mm, and what do you think the our
So for the
in the
listeners
movie?
who don't know the story or have no clue at all about this movie, can you introduce in a short manner what is the story all about? For as far as I understand, I didn't understand very well. I understood that
Mm-hmm.
Andy, who is the main accused, was charged for killing his wife, who was having an affair,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
I haven't read the novel, but in the movie, as it seems, it's not very clear whether Andy killed her or not. So it's circumstantial. He may have killed his wife or may not have. It's not very crystal clear as far as I could understand. And he is
Uh-huh.
sent for life imprisonment to a jail. I think
Mm-hmm.
so. It's Shawshank. The name of the jail is
Mm-hmm.
Shawshank, and there he meets
Mm-hmm.
old guy who is Morgan Freeman.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
for me, the movie was tolerable just because of Morgan Freeman's narration. His voice was magical. That's why I could last for the
Oh.
movie duration. Else, if anybody else would have narrated, I would have given up long ago. So the only thing more positive, according to me, is Morgan Freeman and his voice.
Morgan Freeman in the movie, you can call Red.
Red, yes,
Red.
as a red,
Yeah,
he
and
he is like a
yeah.
smuggler, I guess. So and
Oh
he
yeah,
is
yeah.
like a
In the
friend.
prison, yeah.
And
Mm.
and there are many useless stories, like somebody trying to commit rape on Andy, who is the main actor. um,
Mm-hmm.
and he's attacked and he filed taxes. All right, I know that filing tax is very difficult here in India also. So filing tax return is not that easy job. So
Oh
Andy is
yeah.
given favors.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. So I want to,
Yeah.
I want you to, explain a gist of the movie events for our listeners to understand what the movie is all about and what are the differences from the
Mm.
novel as is shown in the
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah. I want to say, first, Andy was in the movie very tall and big man, right? But in the novel, a very skinny man and very small, rather small man in the book. So he is very agile in the book, and he looks like really so fast, and he looks like a really clever and fast movement. So you can imagine when he uh, do his did redemption for him more easy in the movie than movie, I think. Yeah.
Yes, yes, and the
And
movie plot.
uh,
Go ahead and explain that.
oh yeah. So
I have told about the crime that Andy was charged with. What else happened inside jail? Can you tell our listeners?
oh yeah, really, uh, really, Andy didn't murder his
How
wife
can you say
and
that?
her lover.
How can you say that?
Oh yeah, it really happened like
No, no.
that
I think you
because
you like
um
you like Andy. That's why you are saying that. That's
oh no no.
favoritism. It's never shown in the
Okay,
movie
I
who
want to
murdered.
say.
So there's an inference that another inmate says that I know someone who's confessed to killing your wife and your wife's lover, but it could have been a false confession too. It was never shown in movie for real that somebody else is killing.
Mm, but
So
we yeah.
the part of the profession that I come from, I cannot accept it as
Mm,
mere on the
mm-hmm,
story. In law, it is said that it is hearsay evidence. You know, you have no evidence.
mm-hmm,
Somebody else is saying to someone else is hearsay evidence. It is not
mm,
admissible evidence in court of law.
mm.
So
But in the
I
book,
cannot believe that
yeah.
Andy is innocent.
Please let me believe you, okay? Just to yeah, listen to me a little
All
and
right,
help me
go ahead.
with in my miserable English, okay? And in the book, you can find the sentences like that. Um, um, in a I don't know exactly. In a shop, a guy is the uh, what is it? A guy uh, sold Andy uh, clean cleaner clothes. For example, in the kitchen, what is it?
Apron,
Clothes. Pardon me?
kitchen clothes,
Mop.
apron.
Yeah, that's right. Kitchen clothes. Uh, several kitchen clothes he bought. Andy bought. He witnessed it like that. But in fact, his memory was not clear, or he exaggerated. But in the scene where his wife was killed, there are with gun, and when you want to make the noise uh, more or less, then you can use the clothes, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Andy didn't bought it. Andy didn't buy it. But the seller in the shop, he said lied because he wanted to give more witness, um, more proof to the press or to the court. So, and then in the circumstance, and Andy was so disappointed because his wife, he loved his wife so much and believed, trusted in her, but she had a secret lover. So he disappointed and drank alcohol and then forget everything in the car. But it happened. His wife and the lover were killed, and then
By
every
whom? By who killed them?
proof. Oh yeah, you can. Can you remember that in the movie Tommy, a young man, yeah,
No, no.
a
What
young
Tommy
man
says,
wanted to
I cannot believe what Tommy says. I want to know who killed it, who caused the killing. So
Sam,
just
Sam, you cannot believe anything in the movie. Yeah, it really movie. Yeah.
sorry, listeners. We sort of like messed up our recording device, so we are resuming again. So we were discussing whether or not Andy killed his wife and his wife's lover. So my belief is that there is no evidence, there is no clear cut, um, there is no scene from which I can say that I can reach a conclusion that Andy is innocent. But Mia believes otherwise. Mia says Mia is giving evidence about laundry, about clothes, about kitchen clothes, and lot many things. So
Yeah,
how
that's
do
right.
you assume that Andy is innocent, Mia? So you can continue.
Oh yeah. In whole um, movie, you can see that he is honest guy and a very endurable person and patient person. So um,
Mia, but I must
he,
say that honest
yeah.
person can, in fit of rage, can commit murder. So it is possible.
Why not? But
Sudden
because,
anger.
but yeah, but Sam, um, yeah, we can guess and we can judge it in many ways. So I want to say just some parts how we can believe.
Yes, yes,
And in
please.
the book and in the movie, he confessed as well before redemption. He said to Red in the playground, "Oh yeah, um, almost I killed my wife. Yeah, in I am blamed for it because um, he was he let her be lonely. So everything uh, he is responsible for it. He said that. That means he didn't kill her and her lover, but he feel um, in any way uh, responsibility for it. That means, yeah, he confessed he didn't actually kill her, but
But Mia,
yeah,
there is one thing that I cannot move past is that before the actual murder, there is seen that Andy is drinking a lot. So maybe he is out of his mind. So he has no memory of killing. So possible. So in his mind, he never killed, but because he was so intoxicated, so out of his mind, that he did that. But he has no memory. So it can happen. So because there is
but
no element where I can say that, oh, this person should have murdered. So there is no, there is no third person to blame.
But Tommy said who took
Tommy is little
the
boy.
exam.
You know.
Oh yeah, a little boy, but he had his own son, and suddenly he changed his mind because he had a son and a kid, own kids, and he want to be change his life. So he wanted to pass the exam. Yeah, in the society, he want to be good father.
Yes, that's all fair and
So
well, but how does it makes Andy innocent? So,
so he said. So he said
so
in
you want to
another
believe you
prison.
want to believe him?
Oh yeah, I mean in another prison. Yeah, in a same cell, in a same room.
But that's all
He
fine.
has
But
co-mates.
why would anybody kill Andy's wife and girlfriend? There is boyfriend. There is no point. Why would anybody do that?
He did. He confessed. He did. He was a burglar.
All right, I will like accept for the sake of accepting that Andy was innocent. So that because you have read the novel, if you and Stephen King says that Andy is innocent, so I'm left with no option but to accept that Andy was innocent. But had it been real life, I would not have agreed. But it is a fictional story, so I will agree. So what happened after that?
Oh yeah, please believe it. Trust it, okay? Because Stephen King made a story like that. He is innocent, that person. So he want to be really free because he is innocent. He don't want to be in the prison anymore. Yeah. So he want to have his freedom in own way. So he did. Yeah. So you must believe the story. Okay. He made it the story like that in the novel originally.
Yes, yes.
Okay. And okay. And do you know the narrator in the movie, as you
Yes, yes,
said,
Red.
Freedom, Free Morgan,
Morgan Freeman.
Red? What kind of scene he had? Do you know that
Scene?
in the movie? Yeah, Red scene.
I
What he
understand.
did.
Yes, I think he
Uh,
was involved in smuggling contrabands. So he was a smuggler. Am I right?
oh, just in the prison he smuggler, but not
Outside?
originally smuggler. Outside, no. He he said he accept what he did really in the prison. So many prisoners didn't say, oh, I didn't do that, but Red and Andy say honestly. But Red, I did, I murdered my wife. He said that. So he was 20 years old, almost so young, and he had a wife, but a little 3 years older than he, and he wanted got money, get money. Yeah. So you know what is it? Insurance, life insurance,
Yes, yes.
large amount of life insurance for his wife, and then he fixed her car in bad way, and then suddenly the brake was not working, and then but unfortunately her wife drove not alone with other neighbors and her kid. baby, and then they 3 persons on the spot, they died. So
That's sad.
that was his, yeah, yeah.
I,
So
I, I
I
was
want
not
to
aware of
say,
this story. Maybe I don't remember,
y-
or was it, or maybe it was not shown in the movie. I was not aware of this story of Red.
he said, I am murder. He said that, but not in detail. And I think why Red changed in the end. Yeah, he was good friend with Andy, and he did in younger days. He was a little young to live honestly. I think in outside. I mean, so in the prison, after meeting Andy, he changed as a good man.
So
And yeah,
I want you to explain the transition of when Andy came in jail to all those events that happened, like his joining library, his getting beer for his friends, his filing taxes, so that
yeah,
our listeners can understand the character of Andy. What kind of, for example, anybody who has seen the even the trailers can understand that Andy is very intelligent man, well read and well educated. He's a banker. He knows laws very well.
yeah.
He's good with taxes and financial management. So overall,
Mm-hmm.
I think he's the smartest guy in the jail. So he's most,
Mm,
um, intellectually enlightened. So
mm-hmm.
Andy is not in any sense an ordinary uh, convict or ordinary prison person. He has good knowledge
Mm-hmm.
of Bible as well. So
Yeah, that's right.
but if we compare with Red is not, he's a very simple man. He's not so well educated or so, you know, well versed.
Yeah, really.
So he's a
Mm.
fine man, but very simple. So
Mm-hmm.
I want you to highlight those points. So
Mm.
what what scenes do you like in the movie?
Mm. Oh yeah. Um, in the movie, Andy is. I want to admire him because, uh, even though he is in the miserable condition and situation, he wants to improve his circumstance and around his being.
Yes, yes, but
So,
one
uh,
thing that very much amazed me when I saw the movie was Andy's hairstyle. How did he maintain such, lovely hairstyle in the jail? So stylish.
oh yeah, in the prison, so many various prisoners. Yeah, even though, yeah, even I want to say, Red is really a capable smuggler. He can uh, uh, provide everything what you want in the prison. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So, yeah, it is possible. There is so wonderful designer, hair designer or barber, right?
Yes, yes. So,
Okay,
and
please.
not to deviate from the
Yeah.
issue at hand. So you were, you introduced the story so far that Andy is innocent, Andy is highly learned, and Red has his own difficult past. He believes that he is a sinner, he is guilty, he is responsible for
Mhm.
death of many people, and Andy is also guilty conscious. He believes that in a way he is responsible for his wife's death. So
Mm.
what happened after that? So
In
where,
conscious.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
in conscious.
where does the story
Mm.
move forward in the movie and the novel? So tell us more about the story.
Ah, story.
Yes.
Um, yeah. Uh, you know that launder Andy laundered money for guards and warden. Warden is his name Norton, right?
Yes.
And yeah, and he did very sly plan.
Yes. Yes.
Uh, he prepared outside world. Yeah, he wanted to live uh, as enough, uh, almost a rich man.
Yes. Yes.
So he want to be.
He
Yeah, please.
exploited prisoners. He took donations from big builders and corporation, and he forced prisoners to work for manual labor as a just like
Mm,
laborers or workers, and he you know laundered that money using Andy. So Warden
yeah,
was very corrupt.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, and Andy uh, uh, brought the material what the guards and warden did. They had bribe and corruption like that. So Andy brought the proof. Yeah, ledger. Did you know that? Yeah,
Yes,
I
yes.
found the
He
word ledger.
the night he escapes, he steals the ledger.
Yeah, that's right. So every material, and then outside he sent the proof to the press, and then they are all guards and warden, and then at last warden committed suicide, right before arresting, and the guard they did so many bad things. The guard uh, uh, goes to jail, in prison.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And uh, I think it is a really important sentence in the movie. You know that Red said, "Oh yeah, hope is dangerous." In the movie, he is anger, almost anger, when he uh, heard hope
Yes, yes.
from Andy.
My criticism of the movie is that movie is like 90% talking, 10% action.
Mm,
So for the
mm,
90%, there are two people talking in library. There are two people talking in the playgrounds. Two people talking in the corridor. So there is a lot of talking in the movie. And for an
yeah,
action lover
really.
guy like me, there's just one action when Andy runs away. So that is like the only time when I was really involved in the movie. Rest of like was like an ASMR. So people kept talking and talking, and discussing philosophy and life. It was like a paid picnic. So like talking never stopped. So for example, I moment I sort of like lost track of what was happening in the movie because so much talking was there. So what did Red said, I could not comprehend in the movie.
Mm-hmm. Um, you know, um, I can remember your friend when he
Yes,
failed
yes.
the
To the
exam.
listeners that don't
Yeah,
know,
he
obviously you will
saw the
not.
movie.
So one of my friend, a very close friend, he he is
Mm-hmm.
a chartered accountant now. So chartered accountant exams are very very difficult exam. It has barely like 8% passing rate. So if 100 people appear, so just 7 to 8% will pass in a year. So the failure rate is very high. So
Mm.
and he struggled badly with exams. So they
Mm.
it has like semester or levels. Every level you need to like pass minimum of 5 papers. So he passed somewhat like 4 papers, then year back, then 3 papers, then year back, then 4 papers again. So he struggled very bad. and and people were suggesting like, why don't you look for another job opportunity. So
Mm.
so
Yeah,
he,
give
yes,
up
yes, give
like
up.
that.
He was
They
so
said that.
under pressure.
Yeah.
So, and his favorite movie
Mm.
was
Why
Shawshank
not?
Redemption. And finally he, after lots of effort, he finally cleared the exam, and he is a chartered accountant now. But the
Oh, so
process was so
wonderful.
unbelievable. If you and I were,
Yeah.
um, in the stadium and he was appearing in exam, we would have bet that he will not be a chartered accountant, but he did it. So it was like unbelievable.
Mm.
So,
Mm.
and he, after he cleared, he called me and lots of friends. So we had a small party. So, and
Yeah.
and in his honor, his close friend said that today only one movie will be played, and that will be played
Mm.
twice. That is Shawshank Redemption. I said, why? So
Oh
he said that
yeah.
this
Mm-hmm.
is his favorite movie. So he has seen that movie
Mm.
like 100 times, maybe 200 times. So when he passed,
Oh my
he
god.
made us watch that movie again. So,
Mm.
he was so emotionally involved with the movie. I could not,
Mm.
understand that what I was very involved with Rocky movie, Rocky Balboa movie, that boxing movie when I was
Mm.
young,
Mm.
and
Mm-hmm.
boxing, blood, exercise, sweat, tears. It made sense, but somebody is like trying to rape someone. What's the fun in watching that? And somebody running through shit, so running out of prison, criminal stalking. I completely failed to make any sense out of it. So I was very surprised, like why people are crazy behind Shawshank Redemption. So that hope angle that
But
you say, I completely missed out. I thought there is a story of a criminal who was very clever, who filed returns of tax returns and was good with maths and banking, and finally he found a way to run out of prison, and everybody was equally corrupt, including the warden, and who was finally like forced to commit suicide, and two of the criminals ran away and lived happily thereafter in somewhere in Mexico. So that was my interpretation of the movie. But hope angle I completely missed out. So can you tell me the hope story in the movie that I have not paid attention to? What is the hope angle in the movie?
oh yeah. Can you
Go
you
ahead, go ahead.
can't you guess why your friend watched the movie again and again?
I, he said that,
You know
he
that.
said that my favorite movie is Shawshank Redemption. So I said that it's your favorite movie because you are subconsciously gay, because you like men raping men. So he laughed at it, and I made fun of him, but I couldn't understand. So, I could
Oh,
not comprehend.
I cannot. I can understand him completely, really, because every fail after failing his exam, yeah, he feel disappointed himself, and he didn't want to go forward. But in the movie, you can see, you can learn the endurance, and with the hope, you can prepare for your um, possibility to be free, or to uh, have a good job as your friend. I mean, so um, every failing the exam, he can have courage to
But 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 one
try
thing, Dia, I
again.
don't understand. Andy escaped in his first attempt. So Red, I can understand. Red's parole was rejected like 6 times or maybe 4 times. Red was like in a situation like my friend, but Andy escaped in the very first attempt.
Mm-hmm. I cannot. Yeah, yeah. Okay then. Uh, but and yeah, Red thought first hope is dangerous, right? But in the end, he realized hope is the best thing, a best good thing. Yeah. What do you think about it?
About hope.
Why hope is the yeah hope?
Hope
Why
is good
hope
thing
is the
because
best thing?
you can win presidential election using hope as a message. Barack Obama did that in 2008. So it's a good way to polarize people. I believe that. So so hope is certainly an optimistic message. So I don't deny that. So but for our listeners, can you compare Red to Andy? How their thinking is different?
How?
Yes, yes. You mean
Yeah.
um, what Andy wanted to say to Red in his letter. So that
Oh
aspect
yeah.
you have, you said that you want to mention.
Oh yeah. That's right. I want to say first. Somebody uh, when first read this said, "Oh yeah, hope is dangerous." That means, yeah, they if they have a hope, and then after that they would not have the result what they want, then they have a disappointment, and then they could not stand up again. That they have they are afraid of it. I think so. But again and again, every day or every moment, if you have hope, even though you are failed, yeah, then uh, you are winner in this moment, and then you have
Like
another
courage to
opportunity
continue.
to
Yes, yes.
yeah, yeah, that's right.
Now I
So
can make sense. Like the old man who was given parole committed suicide because he had no hope. So
yeah, that's right.
he committed
Yeah, if
suicide. He
they have
cannot
hope,
imagine his life after
yeah,
jail.
that's right. Mm-hmm. I think your friend want to have the idea, the courage to um,
Continue.
try again
Yes.
without giving up. Yeah, that message very strong in the movie. Yeah,
Hmm.
compared to others, really strong. Yeah, and in the end, so yeah, you can imagine when I read uh, was old and he was paroled, yeah, then he could live outside as a normal person, but he could not accept it and adopt it, and then he has no hope to live like that. And then he lived in the prison as a smuggler. So many prisoners wanted him. They wanted, they asked something like that. But outside, even though he has freedom, he cannot enjoy that. But um, he found the letter, what Andy left, and then he read it, and then he got suddenly hope. And um, like Brooks, you know that the old man who committed suicide in the room, and the room Red also was there. The room,
Yes, yes.
very room. Yeah, and then I think Red didn't say in the movie, yeah, I want to commit suicide like Brooks, but inside, I think he said again and again. But
Yes, yes.
last chance, he want.
In a way, in the movie, keeping Red in the same room shows that he was in the same circumstances as Brooke, so he had same thought. So it was symbolical. So like he is in the
Yeah,
same
that's
room
right.
as Brooke.
Yeah, that's right. But last chance, he want to give himself. So he wanted to look for the letter. What they I not the letter. I mean the stone. He said the Andy said, "Oh yeah, if you would be outside, please go to the Boston, and then there you can find the different strange stone compared to other stones." And then he finally read, found it, and then he didn't any thinking about the under the stone there is the letter, but he found it. And then yeah, I think he had one more courage to look for uh, the stone. That means he wanted to remember Andy's hope. He didn't want to, like Brooks, give up everything. He wanted to give himself one more chance, and then he got it. Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, so I want to introduce you. The letter is so beautiful. Yeah, it is not long. I want to remember again. Can I?
Yes, yes. Please.
Okay then. Yeah. Andy wrote down like this the letter. Dear Red, if you are reading this, then you are out. One way or another, you are out. And if you are followed doing this far, you might be willing to come a little further. I think you remember the name of the town, don't you? I could use a good man to help me get my project on wheels. Meantime, have a drink on me, and do think it over. I will be keeping an eye out for you. Remember that hope is a good thing, Red. Maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies. I will be hoping that this letter finds you and finds you well, your friend. Yeah, you know?
Can you,
Oh, it's
Mia?
so.
Can you read that line again? No hope is no hope dies.
Oh,
Can you
yeah.
read that line again?
Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. Remember that hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies.
Wow, that's very nice, very beautiful.
Yeah, really nice. And
I don't
I
know.
love a thing.
I don't know how I remember that. I thought the letter was something like this. Hey, Red, I am hiding in Mexico. Have some money and see you, bro, in Mexico. We will chill together. So that was like my interpretation of the letter, but I never paid attention to. This is very
Oh,
nice.
but Sam, you remembered very well. That's the meaning in this letter. You can find out. Yeah, you can remember the.
So are there more such lines in the novel, in the original novel? So I think there may be good lines in the novel, original one.
Oh, movie also the same letter, very same letter. You can find it. You
Mhm.
can read. Free Morgan say that reader read this, and then he cried oh so deeply, you know. And then yeah, he bought the what is the um, what is the material to show the direction.
And you know, a
Compass.
compass. And
Compass.
another thing that
He
is,
says, yeah.
since you have pointed out, so I never thought about the movie from this angle, that it's about hope. I thought about it's criminal escaping jail. But you know, this movie takes hope to the characters that are very negatively perceived by the society. For example, nobody cares about, you know, inmates in the jail. So nobody wants prisoners to have hope. Everybody wants prisoners to suffer for their crimes, or nobody has much sympathy left for criminals in the jail. But Stephen King, from what you say, I think, you know, gives hope to most neglected and rejected people in the society. A prisoner,
Mm,
a prisoner has hope.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
quite
that's
different
right.
message from what we are used to.
Mm. And I want to introduce one more lovely thing.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
The red, yeah, red. Last he had, at last he has hope, and not just one hope, many hopes he has. Yeah, yeah, you can find it. Okay, I want to read it.
Please
I
read it.
found I am yeah, I found find I am excited. So excited. I can hardly hold the pencil in my trembling hand. I think it is the excitement that only a free man. Oh, this is a very wonderful sentence. Yeah. A free man starting a long journey whose conclusion is uncertain. Even though uncertain, yeah, conclusion is uncertain, but free men can go further, yeah, without any hesitation, without any, yeah, of, you don't need as a free man be afraid of the what happened. Just you can leave. And then Red said, I hope Andy is down there. I hope I can make it across the border. I hope to see my friend and shake his hand. I hope the Pacific is as blue as it has been in my dreams. I hope. Yeah, so beautiful hopes he has.
Yes, yes. As you are reading, I can see Morgan Freeman in
Yeah.
my mind's eye. So beautiful lines.
Yeah, that's right. Really. And they, in the last scene in the movie, they embraced together so warmly. Yeah. And as I read, imagined, and then Andy said also, he repaired the old ship, yeah, with his own hand, like really so peaceful. Even though he he is laboring, working, but itself so um, happy moment as a free man. Yeah, so we can see blue ocean, so huge blue ocean, and there are two men together hugging and embracing, so beautiful. And can you imagine they will talk a lot every day, and together drink a beer, cool beer, as a free man, a really wonderful thing. Yeah. That's right.
So,
Oh, so
is there was
yeah,
was
please.
Shawshank Redemption Part 2 ever proposed? You know, second part of the movie.
Do you think so?
There should be. You know what happened after that. So, what they, there is a question mark. I want to know more.
Oh yeah, me too. But yeah, if I have money, then I want to invest to the director, Frank Darabont, and please do one more movie for a series. Yeah,
So, like, for
Shawshank
example, if I'm
Redemption.
not wrong, Andy has a lot of money now. So,
Yeah,
Andy can
really.
marry again. So can Morgan Freeman. So,
Oh
do
yeah,
do they
but
have kids now, or where are they living in? You know, Caribbean islands. So where are they? So many questions.
yeah. Why not? Your imagination is your freedom. I think so. You can free, but marriage is a kind of cage. Why they don't want to? They want to be another cage. I want to say,
Hmm.
please enjoy their freedom. Yeah, just to loving someone, and I think beautiful thing.
Hmm.
But Sam want to, or they married and then have kids like
But
that. They
certainly, even if they don't marry, they can keep pets. For example, a cat or dog at home.
uh
So, do they have pets, or um, where are what they are
it's
doing
your
now?
life, your
So,
happy life.
yes, yes,
I think it's your happy life, your imagination. Yeah, your imagination. I think.
yes, yes. There is
Yeah,
a cat in my
you have.
imagination, so that is true.
Yeah, that's right. You have hope. Yeah, like a free Morgan. Yeah, like a red, like a Andy.
Yes, yes,
That's the good thing. Yeah, that's the good thing, the best thing, and no good thing dies. Yeah.
that's beautiful line.
Okay then.
So,
That's
so
right.
I must say that you have
Okay.
changed my mind about the movie.
Oh yeah,
So I
really?
was not aware that movie is about hope. I was very regressive in my thinking. I thought that this is a plot to escape jail. So it's like a tutorial how to
Oh.
run away from jail like in 20 years.
Okay then. Oh yeah. We can end here.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
What do you think?
So very nice.
And then.
You have changed my mind on two issues now. First is Morgan
Oh
Freeman's
my God.
movie, and second one is Virginia Woolf. So let's
Oh
see
yeah.
what you have to
But
offer in next episode. So, so I don't know about others.
I
This
want
this
to.
this podcast is very beneficial, at least for me. So I love it. So let's see what we can find tomorrow.
Okay, but I want to confess. Really, I uh, got so many sweat to explain with my miserable English.
My
Really.
English is also miserable, so we are in same boat. So don't worry about that.
Oh, you are so humble. Thank you so
All
much.
right, all
Yeah.
right. So
Okay
we can
then.
praise each other
Yeah.
privately. So that's it for today.
Okay.
So we will
Yeah.
catch you guys tomorrow. So
Okay.
that's all.
Good. Oh, it was really happy with you guys and with Sam. Thank you so much. See you again. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.